Hello there. Welcome to another edition of Dateline Lagos. I am Bisi Adebayo. Today on the program, the Lagos State government hosts stakeholders on discussions bordering on the negative impact of dredging activities on coastline dwellers and unveils new guidelines for operators. The Light Up Lagos campaign goes to Badagry, and the state government plans to electrify 32 communities through the project. Plans begin for the 50th anniversary celebration of Lagos as Governor Akiwumi Ambode inaugurates planning committee for a world-class event. The Lagos State chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) hosts its 2016 annual interdenominational service. Let's begin with environmental issues. The Lagos State government is worried over the increase of illegal land reclamations and dredging activities and their negative impact on the coastline. The state government has announced a halt in the issuance of dredging licenses in certain areas of the state to ensure regeneration and reassessment of such places. At a stakeholders meeting, the Commissioner of Waterfront Infrastructure Development said the measure is necessary to check on wholesome operations.
A large portion of Lagos is covered by water, but recent reports reveal that the coastlines are gradually being eroded by uncoordinated and illegal sand dredging, exposing them to severe devastation, global warming, and other environmental hazards. Besides illegal dredging, substandard equipment are used without the knowledge of the approving authorities. This meeting is called at the instance of these developments. Over 100 stakeholders, including representatives of dredging companies, traditional rulers, landowners and officials from the Lagos State Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development and the National Inland Waterways, are gathered to address these issues. Discussions border on the negative impact of dredging activities and the role stakeholders should play to check them. Experts warn that illegal dredging would continue to pose serious environmental threats to communities along these coastlines.
You have to think of breakwaters, setback lines. For example, if this is the edge of the water, nobody should be allowed to construct another front. We have to have a specific line, not that somebody's waterfront is here, another person's waterfront is there. That is not sustainable.
The Oba of Lagos condemns non-compliance of health and environmental standards by dredging companies and the rising rate of illegal sale of land, especially around the coastlines.
The Honorable Commissioner, I have told you and I have appealed to the government. Any multinational companies that you want to give them certain area to develop, create land area, the interest of the landowners must be included in that project.
Having reviewed the activities of dredgers in the state, government announces drastic measures to control the operation.
The government has decided to put on hold all issuance of licenses of dredging activities till after the stakeholder meeting, and this will be evaluated.
The issues raised elicited comments and questions from participants.
I feel with all the laws, the conditions given here today, some people will not be accepted in the name of cabals, either politically or community-wise.
At what office should the processes of getting these approvals be? Should it be from Lagos State or should it be from Niwa? Because Niwa is federal and Lagos State is there.
The mining cadastral office has a responsibility for issuing cadastral licenses to companies and investors interested in sand dredging. The collaboration between NIWA and Lagos State government does not derogate from the mining cadastral office powers to discharge this function under the enabling law. And maybe a short answer to it is that the discharge of the functions of NIWA and that of the MCO are mutually exclusive.
There is no cabal as far as we are concerned, Ministry of Waterfront and Infrastructure. We treat everybody fairly. We are not committed to any illegality. We are not condoning any illegality also. Everyone must comply with our regulations. So to that extent, all the regulations read here out here today by the Commissioner, by NEWA, are to be adhered to strictly.
After the event, the guest lecturer speaks more on the focus of her presentation.
For over the years, there has been a lot of dredging activities which are unreported, uncoordinated, and illegal in most of the case, and it's affecting the state, tremendously. If it is not checked, the whole state will be in a precarious condition. That is, there will be a lot of subsidence. That is, the land sinking. There will be increase in the water levels affecting homes in terms of erosion. And then there will also be devastation of the vegetation along the Lagos coastline. So my recommendation is that all the activities along the coastal area of Lagos State or the coastline should be integrated. There should be a lot of check to ensure that the activities are not carried out illegally. There should be monitoring to see areas that there is subsidence, areas that are washed away, areas that are devastated. They should all have an understanding of that so that they can check it and bring it back to an ordered line.
The chairman, Lagos State House of Assembly Committee on Waterfront, promises to give the needed legislation to back the state government on this policy.
The guidelines, every other regulation that is made according to the Lagos State Approval Law, those documents will come to us, we'll call stakeholder meeting and aggregate a lot of all the comments that the people have made here. The job of the Assembly is to go between government and the people, and we'll ensure that all their fears are laid and taken into consideration when we get the final regulation out.
A joint task force from the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development and the National Inland Waterways Authority will ensure that the regulations are applied. This is expected to restore sanity and protect coastline communities from further degradation.